Good morning. Hello, my lovelies. This is 3 steps to help you regulate your nervous system. A little story time and then a guided meditation if you feel like joining. So, I'm going to give you 3 steps that I use to help regulate my nervous system, and I think they can help you too. They're best done compounded. So, all 3 together, that is the sweet spot, that is the holy grail. But you can also do them separately. The first one, if you follow this channel, I think you can probably guess, is conscious breathing, and especially while sitting in stillness. So why does this help? Lord knows. I don't know exactly what it does, but it helps calm down your nervous system like nothing else. Stopping your physical body, not listening to any outside stimuli. If you really want to listen to music, you can try some kind of healing frequency, solfeggio, that kind of thing, high vibrational healing frequencies, that can also help. But honestly, I like it just sitting in stillness and taking deep breaths through your nose. Basically, I sometimes just follow my breath without pushing it into the stomach. But I think the sweet spot is actually when you push the breath into the stomach through your nose. You take long, deep breaths, and it can be out through the mouth or out through the nose. And you just do that for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I promise you this will work. It might take longer if you're very dysregulated, but it feels very good and it feels like nothing else. So the second tip is to immerse yourself in nature. This helps so much. Again, I don't know exactly why, the science behind it, but if I had to guess, it would be that nature is regulated. You know, a tree is regulated, a flower is regulated, and just sitting by these beautiful spirits helps automatically regulate you. And the best is if you sit in nature while being in stillness, while consciously breathing. So by compounding those two, that's beautiful. I find when I sit in nature, and I really like to just immerse myself in a forest, I find that so beautiful, just sitting in a forest, consciously breathing. I find it to be like a bath or a shower for my nervous system and for my brain as well. So the third step, again, these can be done all together, is time alone. So I find there's this thing called energetic enmeshment. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but basically your energy starts to enmesh with the people around you if you spend too much time with other people and not enough time alone. So I like to spend a few hours every day alone if possible, honestly, but it's not possible all the time. But if I do have even just 20 minutes alone to get back and anchor in my own energy, and I just feel like that kind of clears my auric field and regulates my nervous system. I don't know if this is just me, but I was meditating next to a friend of mine and it didn't work quite as well. It can obviously have the opposite effect depending on how regulated they are. But I found that for me to get back to my regulated nervous system, it's best when I meditate alone. So I avoid this kind of energetic enmeshment and just get back to my frequency. So yeah, that's time alone. I think it's very important. So ideally, you're going to do all 3: conscious breathing, time alone, and time in nature. And it can just be 20 minutes, it can be 10 minutes, as long as you have. I promise this will help regulate you. So that's my 3 tips. Then the little story time today was just that I used these tips. I had pretty much everything go wrong at once. I had builders over and they didn't speak English, so that was kind of difficult. And then the alarm went off of my house. the smoke alarm went off. I think they were smoking or something to do with the works set off the alarm. So it was just so loud, and I think that really triggered my nervous system. And then I had another thing that I realized I had to pay taxes today for around £2,000, so that's also expensive for me. So what I did was I literally came and sat in this very spot, turned my phone off, and just sat down, and I became aware of my nervous system and how it was feeling. Just tapped in, tuned in. Awareness is one of my favorite things. You know, you cannot regulate your nervous system or even know if your nervous system is regulated if you're not aware. So I became aware of my slightly dysregulated nervous system. I sat down here and I did nothing for 20 minutes except breathing. And then I felt so much better. I felt so calm, and everything seemed to be, you know, back into its proper proportion rather than, you know, being stressed. So I think it's a beautiful thing to know how to regulate your own nervous system, to develop a relationship with your nervous system, because it is a big part of who you are. So yeah, that was my just small story time. And then now I wanted to just do a little guided meditation to help you regulate your nervous system. So you can get into a comfortable seat or lying down. Gently close your eyes, and I want us to take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth together. And you can audibly exhale, I think, or even hum when you exhale. That helps. So in through the nose. Second one. And third one. Beautiful. Now get comfortable. Make sure your eyes are closed and just keep breathing deeply through your nose. I want you to tap into your body. Become aware of your body. Become aware of the energy field around your body. Become aware of this infallible thing that is your nervous system. I want you to just check in with yourself. How am I feeling right now? Am I feeling regulated? Am I feeling irregulated? There's no right or wrong. It's just the way it is. Keep breathing deeply through your nose. And just take a few minutes to really check in with yourself. And if you get swept up in the mind, that's okay. Just go back to your breath. Back to the body. Back to the sweetness of being. I want you now to focus on your hands. Focus on the slight energy inside of your hands while you breathe deeply through your nose. I want you to see if you can feel a slight tingling or vibration in your hands, and just focus on that. The more in our bodies we are, the less in our minds we are, the more regulated we become. Some more conscious deep breaths. And I want you now to bring your hands together and start rubbing them together. And you can imagine a stream of white light pouring in through the crown of your head into your hands. Beautiful. Keep rubbing them and keep breathing. Then you can open your eyes to see what I'm doing if you want. I want you to just leave some room apart from your hands and feel the energy between them. Take a deep breath in. Feel the energy, and I want you to activate your heart and send love and regulation into the energy between your hands. Send love to that bowl of energy, because we're going to send that energy back to ourselves, and with the intention of having that love help regulate us. So send that little bowl of love, and then send that love to yourself, that bowl of energy back into your heart space. Beautiful. Let's take a few deep breaths to close off and integrate. In through the nose, and you can audibly exhale through the mouth. In through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. And last one, in through the nose, as deep as you can possibly breathe. Hold for a second, and out through the mouth. Beautiful. Now I want you to check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you feeling even 1% more regulated than before? And if so, that's incredible. I think it's beautiful that we can sit down, consciously breathe, and help regulate our nervous systems. So, you can place your hands together in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in and out. And we can affirm together, or you can affirm after me. Thank you. I have a regulated nervous system. Thank you. I know how to regulate my nervous system. Thank you. I have a beautiful relationship with my nervous system. Thank you. My nervous system is calm, nourished, safe, and relaxed. Namaste. Sending love. I hope this video helped you. Lovely to hang out with you. See you in the next one.